Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So we're here today with Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 2 titled The Beast. Ooh, The Beast! Well, okay, we're very heavy with that religious symbolism, aren't we? We're fighting against angels, it being called an Evangelion and so on and so forth. Very heavy with the symbolism with this episode being titled The Beast. The Beast below. Folks. If there's one thing I'll learn in the first lesson, in the first episode, it's this lesson. Brats in this show are basically treated like dirt. This guy went in there, right? You know, expecting his father to show up, being like, "Yo, father, I've not seen you for a long time. How are you doing? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. You know, how has your work been? You want to talk about mum sometimes. You want to talk about my grandparents, your parents sometimes. You know, how has work been? How has your job been treating you? What are you currently eating? What's your favorite food?" Instead of all that, right? They basically told him, "You know what? We're all dying. I get in the friggin'." I'm not gonna swear, but get in the friggin' machine, sonny boy! If you don't get in the friggin' machine, then I'm gonna take this old, sick, well, it's actually, I can't say old, he wasn't really old, but I'm gonna take this young, injured, not sick, injured, woman, and I'm gonna force her to pilot it. So you better get in the robot right now, sonny boy. You better get in there right now, sonny boy. And it was just like, damn. How did I get into this situation? I just want to talk about pancakes and why I like pizza. You know, one of my favorite pizza is Pizza Hawaii. By the way, best pizza, just telling you. Pineapple belongs on pizza. Just saying. It's a fact. It's not a myth. You know, it's a fact. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to accept the fact. But it's a fact. You know, it's not an opinion. It's a fact. And facts are factual. Shocking, right? Shocking, right? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, episode 2, let us get started. Let me just make sure I'm right at the beginning. Let us get started in 3, 2, 1. Everyone want a disco. Party, disco. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics, alright? You listen, I'm the kind of person that listens to something 1,000 times, and after 1,000th time I still don't know the lyrics. It doesn't just apply to Japanese openings, doesn't apply to Japanese songs, it applies to English songs too, alright? I'm the kind of person like, yeah, thriller, I don't know the rest of the words, but yeah, I've listened to the song 50,000 times. I mean, it acted when you acted earlier. You know, when you wanted to protect yourself, it acted. So it's mentally your mental brainwaves or something. That's how it's gonna be linked. That's my assumption, of course, but okay, not that easy. Yo, what do you mean? This guy's finger just right in front of him. Ah shit! He feels it, but he needs to. It's a You could have told him all. You could have told him all that before. You could have. Okay. Well, that was a stupid idea. So did we just skip time to the future? He's in a hospital, basically immediate failure. Is that what just happened? All that build up last episode with people screaming at him, "Get in there! Get in there!" So. I'm just trying to figure out like the angel. I'm trying to like contextualize it. Like, it just appeared, got destroyed, that's it. 15 years, 99.9% evaporated. You should if he says some shizzle to you, slap him in the head. I don't care if he's your father, slap him in the head. Look at him in the eyes and be like, yo, Sonny boy. No, actually, no. In this case, it would be Mooney boy. Technically, Sonny guy. I don't know what you would call your father, right? In that context. I'd stare at him into his soul and be like, yo, I ain't having none of this anymore. He even asked whether he wants to go home or not. Yeah, he's definitely not A-okay. Yeah. Good thing she locked on. What a thing to even say. Like in moments like these, you usually think like a rural place will probably be for the best. Okay. How your car is still able to drive, I don't know. Oh, that tape is the best in the world. Is that whole built? Why would you build it underground in the first place? That seems so extra. Yeah, the door looks automatically too. Yeah, it's almost as bad as my room. He's probably still sleeping. Okay. You're just gonna skip over that? You know what? Water! I know it's not the same. It doesn't have the same effect, alright? Okay, I see what you're doing, show. I see what you're doing. Isn't this nice? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Yeah. You just go, okay. Well, he's at home now. So, he actually... Are we just gonna like... Of course. Toothpicks. Damn. I we're just gonna skip over. Finally, someone actually says it. Finally, someone says it. Ah, no. Oh, no, she didn't save him. I thought Ray. He just... Well. Yeah, you see... Front flip. That is a force field. 18. He's just gotta just smash right through it or something. Wait. Regenerated? What do you mean regenerated? Huh? 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 Okay, we need more information about it. Okay. What? A cross. I need like a solid like just walks out of it like nothing happened. So that's done. It's done. What is this? Sorry? Episode? What? What? You didn't explain nearly enough. He is hanging. Well, how? No! Stop! No! You can't. So, I want to pause this movie, but I don't want to pause Flying Me to the Moon, damn it! Okay, let me get that right. Damn it, I love this song too much, alright? The original as well from Frank Sinatra, I just love it too much. Yeah, you know what, screw this. I'm pausing it. Alright, I'm pausing it, alright? Because I have to say this. What the heck is going on? That's all I have to say. What the heck is going on, alright? This went from like, oh, it's just a robot that is like, you know, this was my assumption. Granted, they basically told us absolutely nothing from the first episode, and this episode they were like, yeah, you know how you didn't know anything in the first episode, you won't know, you'll know even less in the second episode. Have fun, but like, this was my assumption. It's a robot. His father probably built it with like, you know, with his son's brainwaves in mind. So like it responds to his son's brainwaves 100%. So if he thinks left, the robot will go left. If he thinks right, Evangelion 01 will go right. So on and so forth. He gets knocked out and it goes berserk. That I can understand, alright? That I can fully understand. It's basically lost its reason because he is out cold, and the robot goes into instinct survival mode because it's still neurologically, psychologically linked to him, alright? That I can understand, alright? But then we had the explosion from the angel, just blowing itself up, creating a cross. Then we had a whole scene with, this is the angel's, this is the Evangelion's true form. And to top it all off, that last scene with like, it looking at him. I need to play that again. Just like, it feels, yeah, it grows an eye. It grows an eye and looks at him. Which, in a sense, kind of makes sense, considering that they said that his arm reattached itself or repaired itself. Let me find the exact wording that they used for his arm, because that would imply it's not mechanical but rather biological, maybe biomechanical. Maybe he's got metal face here. I don't know, alright? I don't know. Mechanis. Wait, one second. Is that his view or? Okay, no, that's his view. Because I'm currently at 2 minutes and 23 seconds. You know, when he gets grabbed by the angel, I felt like the angel had left. I'm assuming that says warning. Yeah, left warning and right warning. I felt like that was on the hand of the angel, which is why I was gonna say maybe that is, that is mechanical. But no, that's just his view, because obviously it's, it says left and right on left and right, so and it's not in inverse writing, which it wouldn't be, granted, but like it's not on the hand. That's the main thing here. But I want to find the exact wording. So yes, it takes his arm. Okay. Again, that makes absolute sense. It is linked to him, so it would be linked to. The circuits have been damaged. Okay, that's all dandy and fine. It was at the end of the episode. Let me find it. The exact wording here, because I feel like the wording is key. Because granted, it could just be the translator's way of interpreting it, or so on and so forth. But like, it said something like it's regenerated itself, and I feel like that's a very I think that's what it said, like regenerate itself, which would be a very interesting way of saying it, considering like repaired itself would imply it being more mechanical, whereas regenerated itself to me sounds. It does seem like a living being, doesn't it? Like, is that? I thought it was just like, because it's linked. He is basically in a state of survival, so it would go into a state of survival. But even like those two are like saying, "Oh, it looks like we've won," even before anything happened. Like they were like, "Yeah, the plan succeeded." That's the thing, though. In anime, if you have glasses, you're either evil or you're just always having a plan. In this case, plan succeeded. It looks like we've won. Then you have the whole AT field, basically a force field. I mean, that's just, yeah. And his hand. Yeah! No! It regenerated. That's the wording. Left arm regenerated, but it basically repaired itself. I don't know how. I don't think we'll get a full analysis of what it could possibly be, what it is, so on and so forth. But I would really like a full on analysis, to be 100% honest with all of you. Quite frankly, I think we need it. I think we need it, man. I think we need it. All right. There's obviously more to it. There is obviously more. Kind of goes with what we were saying at the beginning of the episode too, like the whole secret meeting and so on and so forth. Obviously, people are pulling the strings in the shadows, right? But I want to know more about the Evangelion right now. That's my thing, right? I want to know more about that right now. Of all the things, he's got a good house, I have to say. Yeah, he's got a good house. He's been lucky. He hit the lottery, right? First of all, he's going to be piloting. Is that the right word? I don't know. If it's alive, it wouldn't really be piloting. More being like a passenger, I guess. But he's going to be part of the Evangelion from here on out. it seems like. I mean, maybe he'll refuse at first, but I'm pretty sure, you know, he's gonna eventually go into it. And he kind of hit, you know, the big time look with who his roommate was. I have to say, like, you couldn't have more luck. You couldn't have hit the lottery any better. Just perfect. Perfect. That's all you gotta say about that situation. Now, the interesting thing about the Angel, they appear, well, they once appeared 15 years ago, and they appeared obviously 15 years later. So now, obviously, the big question is, do they only appear every 15 years? You know, or is there there has to be a reason why they appear now? The last episode, they I believe they said alien. No, that was my. I shouldn't. I need to be careful that I don't like it. You know, treat my opinions as factual evidence. But because humanity is obviously fighting against the angels, my assumption is that it's the angels. My assumption is that like they're either they're aliens, or they're actually going into the divine with this show, which, you know, that would be a very, considering like what, you know, the symbolism that we've had so far and so on and so forth, that would actually be an interesting direction to take. My thing is, like, what would its purpose be? What would the angel's purpose be? Like, let's think about that. I guarantee, you know, we don't have all the deets, all right? We don't have all the information. I'm not sure. So, Ray, on the other hand, is going to be out for 20 days, they said. 20 days. Okay. Before she can use the Ever 00 model again, whereas his is the Ever 01 model. My thing is this, right? If you've got a city that basically is like the defense against the angels, alright? The defense against the angels, alright? Why bring the town up in the first place? This city, I should say. Why bring it up? Just stay underground. You know, have the main buildings be underground, but have, like, you know, a passage so that, like, everyone can go out if they want to. They can leave the building. They can go above ground. But in general, it's all which actually makes sense considering the last episode. Like, we were pretty much going downstairs all the time. You know, with the pyramid being, you know, below the pyramid. I'm saying like it wasn't the actual pyramids, but like with all of that being underground, it makes sense. Like, everything is hidden underground. Of course, the best place to hide in case of like a, you know, a big situation would be A, underground, or B, in like a very, very rural district or something, which is usually, you know, during war times. You know, you have a lot of these during war times, especially like during like World War II, for example. You know, in Britain, you had a lot of like people who lived in London and so, and like in big metropolitan cities, moved to the countryside. You know, because it's just, you know, it's more spread out, and you're just gonna be avoiding the danger. I like this episode. I'll say that. I like this episode, but I've got so many questions. I like this episode, but I've got so many questions that I just want answered, and it's not answering them. I didn't really have that many questions earlier. I was like, yeah, cool, and I'm like, what? But I guess it's just the way to make a show, because it forces you to tune in every single time it would have aired back then. 1990. What do we say last time? 1997, I think. I'm a 1996 kid, so it came out 1 year after I came out. I'm older. I'm better. But folks, I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Peace out. Have a nice day, everyone. And bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. But until next time, everybody, peace out and have a nice day.